Hmm.
Good morning, students. Today I will teach you function. What is function? In mathematics, we have to study about function. Function. Let x and y be two sets of real numbers. F such that f tends to y if every element of x had its image in y, then f is called a function. Let x and y are two sets. X and y are two sets of real number. Every element of x, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. x1, x2, x3 belong in x. y1, y2, y3 belong in y. Now from x tends to y. Image of x1 is y1, image of x2 is y2, image of x3 is y3. Every element of x has its image in y, then this f is called a function. Called a function. For example, y is equal to fx is equal to x plus 1 for every x belong in natural number. Now think about it. X and y. Now x belong in natural number, therefore it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And what will be range? For 1 it will be 2, for 2 it will be 3, it will be 4, it will be 5. But here 1 is vacant. Every x and y belong in n, x and y belong in n. Element of 1 is 2, image of element 1 is 2, image of 2 is 3, image of 3 is 4. Every element of x exists in y. Therefore, this f is called a function. Now we have to know about the type of function. How many type of function? Type of function. X and y are two sets. Every element of x1, x2, x3 has its image in y1, y2, y3, and many elements of y are no image. Suppose y4, y5, these are no image of element of x. This type of mapping is called 1-1 into mapping. 1-1 into mapping. 1-1 into mapping. Now next, x and y are two sets. F from x to y. Image element of x are x1, x2, x3, and element of y, y1, y2, y3. Every element of x has its image in y, and all element of y are image of element of x. It means in this case, x is equal to y. Now it is called 1-1 onto mapping. In case of 1-1 into mapping, fx is f of x is subset of y. But in this case, f of x is equal to y. F of x is equal to y. If f of x is equal to y, then it is 1 1 onto mapping. F of x is subset of y, it is into mapping. Clear? Now, x and y are two sets. Element of x are x1, x2, x3, x4. Image of x1 and x2 are y1. Image of x3 and y4 is y2 and f from x to y. So this f, image of x1 is y1, image of x2 is y1, image of x3 is y2, image of x4 is y2, and there exists y3. Here, for every element of x has its image in y, x1 and x2 are distinct. x1 and x2 are distinct, but image of x1 and x2 is same. It is called many one into mapping. Many one into mapping. Because here fx is subset of y. Now come to the many one onto mapping. Many one onto mapping. Now x and y are two sets. F from x to y. Element of x is x1, x2, x3, x4, and y1, y2. Image of x1 and x2 is y1. Image of x3 and x4 is y2. Here fx is equal to y. It is called many one onto mapping. Many one onto mapping. Onto mapping. Okay. Thus it is clear that what is function? Let x and y be two sets of real number f such that x tends to y. If every element of x has its image in y, then f is called a function. If there will be any vacant element in x, then f cannot be a function. To be function, every element of x has its image in y. Clear? Now, for example, y is equal to fx is equal to x plus 1. F is a function from x to y, and every element of x, because x and y both belong in natural number, every element of x has its image in y. For example, image of 1 is 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, and there are many elements. There is 1. It is not image of any element, therefore it will be 1 1 into mapping. Now come to the 1 1 into mapping. In 1 1 into mapping, fx is always subset of y, and in 1 1 onto mapping, fx is equal to y. Similarly, in many one mapping, fx is equal to y. X and x1 and x2 are distinct, but the image of x1 and x2 both are same. Elements are distinct, but image are same. Then it is called many one mapping. And many one mapping. But if fx is subset of y, then it is called many one into mapping. And if fx is equal to y, then that is called many one onto mapping. Thank you. Now next.